That's my laptop rant. I have 7 laptops. 6, 7.
His name is Sonic. He's a cartoon. Shut up.
He is visibly sweating.
Yes.
Me too, but always.
Amateur plumbing.
It's like, what if a barn was an Apple store? That's what I want my house to look like. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 526. I am your host, as always, John_Danger, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt_tag.
TJ May _ May.
Spanky is not playing Pokemon Yellow version during the podcast.
I see.
Of course not.
Well then. I want to talk about the drink that I purchased because I have seen some stuff about this drink on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a viral moment or not, but the drink I bought, I'm sorry, I just want to get the exact language about...
Gamer girl bath water.
No, I want to get the exact language. This one of you said this crap needs to be outlawed. Someone said that it tastes horrendous. So I'm looking forward to trying it live on the podcast.
You didn't get 4 Loko, did you? Oh,
right.
John.
Two great,
I saw that
great
in the store,
tastes
and...
taste great together. Maybe
He's also got Sprite. And
we're Sprite Tea brothers.
Yes, I have not tried this. I think I may have mentioned it on the podcast last time we did it. I'm like, seen it in stores. It seems like something I would try. But why would you mix this together? It seems like shit.
So
I saw that, and my immediate thought was, "Who's this for?"
So in a way, it makes some sense because an Arnold Palmer's a lemonade and tea, and this is a lemon lime.
That's exactly what I went to.
And sparkling lemonade plus tea is fine.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I always make
Sprite.
sparkling lemonade.
But I don't know if the Sprite flavor is going to work like lemonade does.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
So I've cracked it. I'm going to take a whiff.
Lemonade would be more
fine.
like tart. Like
that smells literally like iced tea
lemon-iness.
and Sprite together.
Okay, it smells like like I mixed.
It does not
like
It just smells like tea. Like
Yeah,
I feel like I want to mix it with
Arizona tea.
SoCo or
Is
something.
that Dr. Pepper?
it smells like making your own Arnold Palmer, like at a restaurant that has brewed iced tea. And
We have Arnold Palmer at home.
actually, no. John has already taken a sip. I'm still smelling it.
Yep.
It kind of smells like brisk. It smells exactly like brisk,
I love
Brisk
a brisk.
but I don't know about the taste yet because I haven't tried it. John?
Let's see what I have to say. It fucking rules. This is great. So I guess apparently Sprite tea is like a viral thing of people just mixing Sprite and tea together. And so Sprite's like, let's make it. When you said brisk, this tastes 100% like the brisk lemon lime
brisk.
iced tea or lemon iced tea that you get in the big 1 gal or 1 liter jug, just carbonated.
How's the carbonation and the tea
fine.
working out?
I mean, it's not heavily carbonated. It's what you'd expect going at 50-50 with a non-carbonated drink.
This just tastes like lemon brisk, but carbonated.
Yeah, it's just it's brisk and
it's
bubbles.
awesome. I love it.
Yeah, this is fine.
I love it.
I love a brisk, so I'm sure I would like
Do they have a Sprite tea like zero? I didn't see one, but then again,
I didn't see one either, but I just went to Walgreens.
So what's exciting about this now is that I have a bunch of because you know you've all been to the grocery store, you know, thanks Obama, and soda prices are through the roof. But if you go to the Pick and Save, a local market, they'll have buy 4 for $20, so it's back to the normal $5-ish a 12-pack, you know, give or take, depending on the deal.
Within the past 6 years, $5-ish is pretty
yes,
low.
exactly. It's more. It's like
ago, it was
pre-insane inflation. $5 was like
True.
Man, that's expensive, but it's the name brand soda, you know. And a lot of times you could get it like
$9 for a 12-pack of Diet Coke right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So the only way to make it make sense financially is buying it like in bulk at the grocery store, where they usually will have a deal like 3 for 20 or 4 for 20, depending on when you're there. So I have
Ivy will do
4
that.
things of Sprite Zero because that's like one of my favorite diet sodas at the moment. So I'm going to buy some tea, and I got that Sprite Zero, and I'm going to be making my own Sprite tea because I'm going to read the Kotaku review that says this shit needs to be outlawed because it is not bad. Like, I was
Have you fully
expecting it to be
abandoned
heinous.
the soda stream lifestyle?
Okay.
Why did you abandon the SodaStream lifestyle?
John's not listening.
What, abandon the SodaStream lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, partially is because you can't get good flavors.
That's true.
No.
I
mean, you can get the ones from
Sprecher.
Sprecher, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have good diet like
Yeah, they
flavors.
do. Are you kidding?
Oh, when I looked, it was just like 4 kinds. So
Oh.
I did.
So
Maybe
what
they
you
have
need
new
is
stuff
a-
available now. But
I mean, I
You
got
need a
their diet
contact
root
that'll
beer, and it was
smuggle
great.
you the real stuff out.
anyway, I want like a diet lemon lime soda because that's like one of the things I really like. So and the problem is I've gone over this before. If you go to the SodaStream like aisle, they'll have like Mountain Dew, Pepsi. They're different formulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't taste the same.
No.
Like on purpose. You can go to beverage resellers and buy the syrup packets things, the big giant fucking thing they hook like a carbonator thing up to. But
Like
it
an
is
EIB, bag in a box.
so much that
Yeah.
you'll never get through all of it. But I might do that. Honestly, it might make
Yeah.
sense if the swap has like a fucking soda fountain available for a not insane amount of money.
Yeah, dude.
But like when you
100%
think about
do
it,
that.
when you think
Yeah,
about it,
just-
like I could buy a canister of CO2, probably not that
Yep.
expensive, hook it up, and then just have a fucking Diet Coke on tap. Like as
Yeah.
much as the current president
Like, how
is
many
a
people have a
nightmare,
quarter barrel keg in their garage? You know, So,
as much
same
as the
thing, but
current
soda.
president is a nightmare, the fact that he installed a Diet Coke button on his desk that is exactly something I would do. I want.
Which president was it that had a Shasta button? Was
I don't
that
remember.
Ford?
Maybe, but
I
like,
love Shasta, by the way. I never buy
that
it
kinda-
anymore, but I do
That
love
sounds
the
like a
Shasta.
Ford or Carter thing to do.
but like was it Hacks, the HBO show, one of the characters the Gene Smart plays, the main character from Hacks. She has, she's a rich comedian and in the Vegas residency, and in her mansion she has a Diet Coke machine because she just always drinks Diet Coke, and that's the dream. Like,
No, it wasn't Shasta, was it? What's the soda that only is a diet? It was only ever available in diet.
Tab.
Fresca.
Oh,
Fresco.
That's what I meant when I love a Fresca. I do love a Shasta too, but Fresca is the one I was thinking of.
let's see here. Okay, so
Lyndon B. Johnson was known to enjoy Fresca and had a Fresca button to order a bottle of Fresca.
I'm looking up.
Now,
I'm
when they
looking
say
up.
button,
I'm
is that
looking
just
up.
like a repurposed doorbell? I assume that's what it is.
If it was me, it'd be like the like flash dance, pull the rope, and the chassis, the Fresca just dumps all over you.
Okay, how much is a bar gun system going to cost me?
I mean, I would have rather had like a beer tap on the right on
Yeah.
the
No,
table
mine
there
would be
instead of
like a
having the
Slime Time Live situation.
Okay,
Like,
this
oh,
is
hey, Mr.
John-
Diplomat from Yemen or whatever, you want a Shasta? Just hit the button and
So
douse
a
them.
small four lane. Well, you can do like as low as one, but like why
Yeah.
would you do that? You could.
Yeah, but what's the point of a bar gun if it's only one?
No,
Exactly.
okay. So I'm not looking at bar guns. I moved to countertop systems. So this website called athomesoda.com manufactures these for like people building houses and stuff. Small countertop unit, which is 4 flavors, for $3,500. I don't know what that is, but it's just like this thing you would get in a restaurant. Like it's just the 4 little
Okay,
tabs
yeah.
that you just put the cup under and it shoots soda out. They do sell syrup. Does it say how much it would make? 5-gallon box. So a 5-gallon box of, what do you want? Oh, they have Will Tech brands. They have their own like brand soda. They've got Red Wave Cola. I want you to guess that they're Dr. Pepper.
Okay, hang on.
Is this Right Wing soda?
Yeah.
No. This is Will Tech Brands.
You know what? Can we go with a Mr. Thunder?
Mm-mm.
Is it Mr. Thunder? No. Is it Mr. something?
Well, it's got to be a doctor if it's a Dr. Pepper.
It's not always.
Mr.
Sometimes
Pibb
it's a
is not a doctor. He had his doctor's license revoked.
Well, this person has their doctor. Their doctor's name is Dr.
He's like Dr. Phil, but he doesn't call himself a doctor
No,
anymore.
he's Dr. Cooper with a K.
Dr. Cooper.
Their Mountain Dew is called Dew Point.
That's badass. That's badass. Even though it's just a weather phenomenon.
And then they sell national brands, but they just sell 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Squirt, RC Cola.
That's fine. RC Cola is fucking rad, and so is Squirt.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have any diet. They've Diet Dr. Pepper, which is good.
Okay.
But anyway, they have installation PDFs as well. Cool. Anyway, so that's just one. I mean, obviously, there's probably cheaper options. When I was Googling here on Amazon, Googling here on AliExpress, they have a customized Zeli Sheng Coke commercial buffet carbonated beverage, fully blah 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 blah, $221. Well, that's a little cheaper.
I want you to get a bar gun where it's all full of different flavors of Mountain Dew.
Oh, God damn it. I want to keep my teeth, Matt. Please. Please.
Anyway,
You could always get the Green River syrup.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Sprite.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. True.
The thing about Green River soda, it's fine. It's too green. Like it weirds me out how green it is because I'm colorblind and I can tell it's green.
Yeah. It
So
does
they
look
have
reddish gray.
So we've got 3 options. You have soda gun, tower, and counter electric. So the counter electric has some sort of like refrigerant in it to keep the carbonated water cold, or whatever water in the tank cold, so that when it shoots out, it's cold. Whereas you can also get a tower system, which is just the like little gun things. And it has like the tank and everything is like under the counter basically. So non-electric soda fountain, and that's not electric. The benefit of that is it's not electric, so it just the gas
pressure,
carbonation the pressure runs the system. But your soda is going to come out room temp, so you'll need to have ice in your glass.
Or a chilled glass.
Or a chilled glass, exactly. So there's multiple ways of doing this. None of these look cheap, not even remotely cheap. But this is like a thing where this is like John buys his next house. Yep.
This is once you've moved on from laptops.
Exactly. Moved on from laptops.
So we were asking previous to, before we recorded.
Yeah.
How many laptops do you have now, John?
Yeah, I'll just go through a little rundown. So we went pre-podcast. I want to get through my Buick story of buying another laptop. So I've been like kind of... I
coaxed the Buick story out of me specifically on the podcast.
I think everyone knows
you
in the
did
lore.
that to me on purpose, and you're getting your fucking Buicks out before the podcast?
Well, it's because we learned. You were the unfortunate guinea pig. So anyway, Buick story short, I continue to buy laptops on the swap. I told my wife.
My wife.
Thank you. That my midlife crisis, it could be a lot worse. I could be wanting to buy some horrible sports car. Instead, I'm just buying $150 laptops on eBay and refurbing them. So anyway, so this all began because we all know Windows 11 is awful. And I watched a video. I will say, shout out to the person from Linus Tech Tips who's no longer on Linus Tech Tips, but she did a video about Linux Mint, and this even goes deeper back to Spanky, when Spanky made me get a Steam Deck, and that was my first experience using Linux, like, significantly. And so they were like, you know what? You can get like an old computer, a laptop, to run pretty good on Linux Mint because it's really lightweight.
I want to clarify. I didn't make you get a Steam Deck. I made you buy the cheap one and install the SSD yourself because you were being a little bitch about wanting to buy the one with the big SSD.
But that made me have to go in to the Linux to install the Steam Deck OS on the new. So it got me introduced. Yes. Anyway, so Buick story short. So I started with old laptops that we had lying around. So I have like an HP laptop EliteBook that I got in like 2010 or some nonsense. And I installed Linux Mint on that, and it ran good. And I was like, you know what? This is a business class laptop, so I can put in another stick of RAM, so it's got 8 gigs now instead of 4. I could put in an SSD instead of the spinning disk that it has on it, so now it runs way faster. And I'm like, wow, this is great. And then I found Lauren's old laptop, and I was like, you know what? I could do that. So I did that on that one, and it's a nicer one, but that one has a glossy screen, and that's TN panel, and it looks like dog shit because it's a cheap-ass fucking laptop from 2013 or whenever it was from. It had Windows 8. By the way, when I opened that shit up, it was like a horror movie. I opened it up, and Windows 8 with the panels was installed. And I was like, how the fuck do you operate this? It was so bad. And I immediately deleted all of it and installed Linux on that as well. And then I upgraded that because I was like, I popped it out, put some RAM in, put a new SSD in, like all the shit. So I'm getting kind of the bug at this point. That's 2. We're at 2. 2 laptops. Not counting laptop number 3, which is the one that I had from college that's just broken, sitting in a bin somewhere. So I have 2 functional laptops right now. And then I also have a third, I guess. So another one that doesn't count is a netbook that I got a long time ago or whatever, and that barely works. So it probably turns on, but I have 2 working laptops. And then I was like, okay, prior to this, I had a gaming laptop I bought in like 2019, around there, 2018. Yeah, it's a Gen 8th Gen i5 with a 1050 Ti in it, gaming laptop. Bought it for like $600 on some fucking November clearance thing. That's starting to get long in the tooth. So I bought a new one, an Acer Nitro 5 for $900, 4060, 16 gigs of RAM, all that. Nice. So I have 2 gaming laptops, one much older, one newer. So that's 4 working laptops. So then I'm like, get in the cult of the ThinkPad. So I go on Reddit. Everyone's talking about ThinkPad, very nice. We like the ThinkPad. It's ThinkChad, so I'm like, I'll get a ThinkPad. I need to try out a ThinkPad. So I bought a T480S ThinkPad, 1440p screen, nice. Bought a bunch of shit to put in it to like upgrade it, bought a bigger hard drive, all that shit. So that's 5 working laptops now, right? Yes, 5 working laptops now. Then the UW swap auction happens to me.
Yep.
And I start going on that. And I see lots of laptops on there. I'm bidding here and there. I go hard on one. So there's a Dell Precision, I think it's 5560. Anyway, it's got a 11th Gen i7 and a T1200 Quadro 4 gig video RAM, like business class GPU. So not a gaming GPU, but it can do games. It's a GPU. But it's more like these were like the systems that you would build to give someone who's going to run CAD programs or Blender or 3D modeling, stuff like that. So I bought that for my wife. To replace the aging T or the aging 8th Gen i5 1050 Ti system. This is more powerful. It is. It's about 40% more powerful. So anyway, it's a nicer laptop. It's fucking slick as hell. It's very, very MacBook-y. Full aluminum body. Only has 3 USB ports on it, and they're all USB-C. They're like, Mac's right. Remove all the ports. No, stop it. For God's sake.
That was Joni Ive, and he works at OpenAI now.
Yeah.
So they started, as soon as he left, they started putting ports back on the fucking thing.
The MacBook Pro is where it's at. That's what you got. That's the right amount of ports on there. They don't have a USB-A, I don't think, but they at least give you a fucking HDMI slot.
But nothing real. I mean, like, everything comes with a USB-C cord now.
Oh, no, now, but like everyone's USB drives are not USB-C at this point. Anyway,
Mine are.
Yeah, but everyone's got the old ones.
I have no old ones because I eat them.
I was about to say, you also work in fucking IT, so you just trip over USB sticks.
It's true. I don't need to have any. I just steal them when I need them.
So anyway, that's my only thing. The only issue with those that you run it with the dongle, but. And then I was like looking at like Framework laptops. I was kind of excited about the Framework 12. All these like new like I'm in like my repairable Linux, fuck the world, I can run my own shit phase. So I'm kind of addicted. And then another laptop came on sale, which is a 15-inch Dell Latitude. So it's not it doesn't have a GPU in it. They can spec them with a GPU, but this one doesn't. But it had a 4K screen on it. So I was like, holy shit, that's a thing I don't have. It's like an incredible screen on a laptop because all these other ones are just normal 1080p, 60 hertz. So I was like, let's get this. I bid on it. It had a couple defects. The bottom cover's cracked in a corner. It's got a couple keycaps that have the writing worn off, but otherwise works great. 80% battery life, like health. Pretty good. So that is, let's see here. So that's 2 old ones, 2 gaming ones. The thing, I have 6 laptops now. They're my children.
How many laps do you have?
1. The funniest thing is I'll be sitting and there'll be another one of those laptops that I got Lauren, the like precision one. Here's the sad part too. She wanted to play games with her friend last night and she was like, where's the old gaming laptop? I don't have anything set up on the new one yet. I'm like, it's to the point where, honestly, I could probably just take that other one that I bought with the GPU in it and just use that. But no, I need to buy another one because they're insane. Well, I paid $400 for that one. Like, I paid a decent chunk for that one. I mean, those go for like $600 on Amazon. So that's like a real, actual, like, useful laptop. Whereas these Latitudes, are cheaper. Anyway, I was sitting there and another one came on saying, I was like, man, I could use one of those for myself. And she's like, you can use the one that you already bought. I was like, you're right. But I still bought another one. So I did cancel my Framework 12 pre-order though, which was like a ludicrous amount of money. Like,
yeah, the Framework stuff, I've always thought of it as like cool in the way that I think like the Fairphone stuff is cool, where it's like, here's a device that's fully upgradable and and future proof, and it's like, but that is an expensive new device and there's already enough e-waste that I can get for cheap that is better than that, so why are you making that? It's like they're skipping a step in the let's stop making e-waste. They're like, let's just make the repairable thing, and it's like, but the repairable thing is another thing. Like, it's the XKCD problem. There's 99 competing standards. Let's make a new one to unify them all. There's 100 standards. And that's the thing with like those. It's like, oh man, all this e-waste is getting made by Samsung and Google and Apple and et cetera, and let's make one that's repairable. And it's like, well, now we have a new people making phones that are going to end up as e-waste, and these ones are less likely to end up as e-waste. But it's still more e-waste. So, like, what you need to do is to eat Tim Cook, eat him alive, and then you can make phones that are repairable once you've eaten and shit out all of Tim Cook.
This is the number one thing that, like, Apple makes incredible laptops. Apple chip silicon M4, incredible. The fact that you can buy an M4 MacBook Air right now on bestbuy.com for $850 is fucking ludicrous. That is so cheap. But the things that stop me from buying it is, one, you can't upgrade the RAM, and they come with 16, which is plenty, but could be better because the M4...
RAM, but it's ridiculously
correct.
hard.
Because no, but I mean you can't upgrade it yourself. You can buy it with a higher spec because it's all soldered.
No, you can upgrade it yourself, but it's ridiculously hard.
Either way, that's a level above what I can do as a person using a screwdriver. It involves more difficult work. Anyway,
yes, it requires a lot of shit.
Anyway, so they used to Apple's fucking just they let everybody else do stuff and they do it afterwards, but better. Finally, they have 16 gigs as the amount of RAM. For a long time, they stuck with 8. And it's like, you need more than 8 gigs of RAM. Sorry. Like, just, especially when you're sharing RAM between, like, the graphics and the CPU processing. Like, you need 16. 16 gets you everywhere you need to be. Like, that's perfect. And they just took one generation too long. But now, base level, 850, you get 16. But you only get 256 gigs of storage. And it's like, dude, people are like,
you know what's that iCloud storage though?
You know what's it bothers me so much because people are like, hey, guess what? You can play Baldur's Gate on the M4 Air and it runs pretty good and it's cool. Yeah, except for it takes up half of your entire fucking hard drive because it's a 130 gig game. Like, dude, 512 minimum amount you need in a laptop. Like that is the perfect.
My M2 Air that's basically my daily driver is 512.
Perfect. So like Apple, when you get to 512 as the base, if I can spend $800, I'm probably going to buy MacBooks from now on. Like it's that point where it's just like I kind of
and the EU has done enough lawsuits that the Apple has to provide repair parts.
Yeah. So yeah, because they're being dragged into being customer friendly, regardless of all this.
Thank God for the EU, honestly.
But like
the EU has done more to make Apple good than Apple has in the past decade.
But the other thing that may end up being the case here, Spanky, because what I've gone into now as a tech person, as a person buying tech, is that I'm not going to buy an M4 MacBook Air. I'm going to buy a M4 MacBook Air 2 years from now when they're $600 on eBay. $500 on eBay. That's the way to do it. So like this is the cycle. So I'm just giving anyone advice here. If you want a cheap laptop that works well, go on eBay. Here's the thing. You want a Framework 12? Buy the Lenovo Gen 3 L13 Yoga, which is a convertible laptop. 16 gigs of RAM. Either a 256 or 512, SSD that you can swap out yourself, whatever you want to do. $300 on eBay right now. That is less than half the price of a Framework 12. And it'll have a better screen because the Framework 12 has a really cheap screen. A cheap screen that you can easily replace. I watched the iFixit video on them, and it's literally undo 3 screws, slide the thing down, unhook the cord, and boom, you can put a new screen in. So I'm sure they'll sell a new screen that's nicer, in the future. And that's the beauty of Framework. And I think it's a cool company. And to me, Framework makes a lot of sense with like the 16-inch where they have like a GPU module that is like you can put in a new GPU. So like a gaming laptop where you don't have to fucking replace the entire thing every time, where you can just put in a new GPU when they put a new GPU module out. That makes sense to me. Like that is a real selling point. But anyway, right now it's just buy an old business laptop because they fucking work, man. They just work. Anyway, so that's my laptop rant. I have 7 laptops. 6? 7. Technically 9 if you count the non-working ones.
On the swap right now, there's an IBM Selectric 2 typewriter for $10, and I really want that. Because those are the 70s models, like that have the running motor that are really fucking loud. Can I tell you about the UW swap bid that? Okay, so number one, I lost the bid for the. They had a Zoom recorder, Matt. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they had a Zoom. What is it called? H4n Pro. Those are really nice. Okay. It's got 2 microphone jacks at the bottom. It's got the dual ones on the top. I kind of wanted one of those for like podcast recording because it's like you can set it on a table and record, and it sounds pretty fucking good. Or you could hook up 2 mics to it, and boom.
Yeah, you can record up to 4
exactly
tracks at once.
Exactly. You can just do that. And they cost like $200. It went for 76. I bid up to 75, and someone outbid me at the last second. I was like, whatever. I don't need this. The thing that is my white whale that Lauren would kill me if I bid up on more. Oh fuck, man! That 20. So I bought it. I also bought a 26-inch LCD TV / DVD player.
Nice,
dude. It rules because it's now sitting in front of my exercise bike, and I have a Nintendo Switch hooked up to it. And I bought a. If you want a Roku stick, don't buy a Roku because Roku is shitifying quickly. Just buy a Walmart ONN stick or box. It's just base Google TV, which is shitty on its own, but far less shitty than Roku's turning into.
What is Roku doing recently?
They're just injecting ads and everything, and like trying to like get you to buy all their shit. It's annoying, and the devices are working less good. Whereas like just get a Google TV brick, or if you want to spend the money, get an Apple TV. Like, if you want a premium device, get an Apple TV. If you want a cheap device, get the Walmart ONN, because it's just base Google TV. So anyway, so that's great. But my speaking of DVDs, my white whale right now, and I'm watching. I think is it active still? Oh god, the current bid. It's. Oh, I want to bid on this right now. This is. You know what? I'm going to share my screen. We can talk about this. Because you need to see this.
This will be either be peer pressure or an intervention.
So,
oh my god.
What?
2,500 DVDs. Look at this.
Oh my god.
What could
That's
be in there?
amazing.
So many things.
So, listeners, if you join our Discord at disschord.com, that's discord.com, you can tell that John has a problem because we've made a channel just for him called John Get Off Swap.
So what is TAS, do you think? Property of TAS?
Technology Assistance Services?
Sent services?
Yeah.
So what this looks like is that they had a library of movies that they just were like, we're going to get rid of
Step
all
up
this.
to the streets.
Star Wars.
Spirited
Episode
Away.
1. So if you buy this, you can pirate basically any movie without conflict because you own the movies.
Yeah.
Right?
So
that's how the law works.
I think the thing about this that is holding me back is that I believe these are just DVDs. There are no Blu-rays in here. And wait, maybe there are Blu-rays in here. Was there a DVD release of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I thought there was. I'll double check.
Because that's new.
It is. Yep.
Young Frankenstein.
So in here, it just says discs. Plastic bins included. Discs are not inspected. Movie genre widely varies. Like
DVD plus digital. Yeah, they released DVD.
Okay, so they released DVD versions of stuff. Like if I saw Blu-rays in here, I would probably go for this. But I almost want to buy this just for the fun. That would be looking through 2,500 movies.
That's fair.
And Fresh Prince of Bel-Air season, it looks like on here. Miss Congeniality 2, I see up there.
I wonder how many duplicates there are.
Probably not many because it looks like they're all cataloged and barcoded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it seems like is they just like, we had a rentable library of DVDs. You know what? I'm going to call it. We'll never know because like, why would anyone, how could we ever find out? But I'll bet that this was something that they had with the, sorry, I need to stop sharing my screen. I'll bet that this is something that they had with like the like housing, you know, like dorms and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you could rent movies for the dorms. You know what I mean? If you want to go pick up a movie and take it back, or usable for movie nights or check out. So, and they're probably almost all DVDs because I guarantee you they've switched to just buying digital versions, or someone at the UW has created a Jellyfin or Plex server to serve shit like that instead of just handing out discs because nobody has a DVD player anymore, you know?
Yeah. I started college in 2005, and I used the Edgewood DVD rental section of the library for like maybe 2 semesters.
Yeah.
At least one, but it was pretty quick before streaming started taking over.
So, like, I almost want to buy it literally just because of how fucking awesome it would be to look through this whole thing.
Yeah. And you'd be the only person with entertainment when the apocalypse happens.
But the price keeps going up. So I bid it up to 175. So when you think about that, though, you think about the cost of this. Let's say you average every DVD, every movie in there costs about $10. Right? Because like a box set with like 6, like a season of a TV show, 6 discs, probably $50-$60. You know what I mean? And we also got ones you're probably buying for 20 and ones you're probably bargain buying for 5. I'd say probably average 10. That's $25,000 of movies. Crazy. 175. It's currently at 192.5, ends tomorrow. Dare I bid up to 200? No. Lauren has already forbid me.
Yeah.
I have like 6 boxes of DVDs, like maybe like 10. I already have way too many, but my god, the collection I could have. My Plex
Your
server.
episode of Hoarders is going to be awesome.
Here's the thing, though. I'll never be on an episode of Hoarders because 1, I'll kill myself before I do that, but 2, I am specifically not buying this, and I have the willpower to not buy it because I know it would be a problem. I'm only like an edge case hoarder. I have limits. Like, I'm probably a little disorganized, but I'm not the...
Just laptops and test tubes.
Exactly. Yeah, I did buy 240 test tubes as well on the swap, but... And they're also too big for ants, which is a problem. They're not too big. They're just bigger than the traditional
You get some
size.
bigger ants.
There are bigger ants.
Yep.
Carpenter ants probably be okay with them, but they're a little bit too big. But I got them. It was $11. It's not. That's 2 cups of Starbucks coffee. Like, okay. Anyway. So now the dream is dead. Like, what am I going to buy in the swap now?
Laptops.
Soda machinery.
There are more laptops.
There was a 13-inch CRT VCR combo, which I just want to have. I don't have one of those anymore.
Oh, there is. Oh, it's bid up like crazy. Do you see this? The other thing that was on there, so I bid on a VCR, and Lauren was like, why do we need another VCR? I'm like, dude, they don't make them anymore. I'd rather have another spare. It bid up to like, I put a max like 30 on it, because like you can buy these used for like $30. So if it goes above that, who cares? I went up to like 80, and I found out why. Crap. It had every region on it. So it was able to play any region. Yeah. So it could do NTSC, it could do PAL, it could do every region. So it was like you could play any VHS on that. So it bid up quite high. But right now, the TV VHS combo is way too expensive. Why is that at $60?
Probably because they might have set a minimum because you have to pay money to recycle those.
No. Well, I'm looking at the bid. There's 60 bids in the bid history. It started at $10.
That's weird.
There is an insane bidding war between 2 people on this. It's not even a good. You can
find one of those at most thrift stores.
It's a Quasar. It's not even like a great brand.
Like, it's not like a Trinitron or something like that.
Yeah, it's new. So give it that. It's from 1999, so it's not ancient. But anyway.
But those VCR combos, they didn't really happen until the 90s anyway.
Well, and here's the problem too, is as someone who's a VCR person, and I have a VHS collection, VCR TVs, hey, your VCR breaks, good luck fixing it. You have to take the whole TV apart. So it's much better to just have a VCR and then a CRT. I have 2 working CRTs. I have a 17-inch and a 23-inch. that are in storage. So if I ever wanted to go CRT, I have them. And I specifically held on to them because I know that CRTs are becoming more and more valuable. My parents have a 32-inch Sony Wega 480p 32-inch TV with a flat screen CRT TV.
480i, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 480i.
I don't think they have
Sorry, yes, 480i. Just 480, but it's definitely I because it's old.
So.
And I was like, my dad was like, "Oh, that's when we move out of this house. That's staying with the house." I'm like, "No, you should sell that. Someone will pay $500 for that thing. A 32-inch flat screen CRT. Someone will buy that. That is worth money now." Because my
neighbors have a 32-inch. It's not a flat screen, but it's a Sony Trinitron Wega from the late 90s. And whenever I dog sit for them, I hook up the PS1 and I play Metal Gear Solid on it, and it fucking rules. It's the best thing ever.
This Sony CRT. Let me see it. Look at the back of this one. Is this the same one my parents have? HS. Oh, it has fucking H. This one has HD. DVD. And this is, I think, almost the same one. Someone wants $200 for this one. But it looks nice.
John, is it possible that you might need 40 hair dryers?
I know, right? Here's the exact one that my parents have. It is $500. Yeah, I was about to say it. You're gonna get $300 or so. I'm like, you could probably list it for $200 and say you can have it if you come out and pick it up from our out in the country. Someone will buy that off of you, guaranteed.
I still think that we need to buy the IBM Selectric 2 typewriter.
You're really on.
There's no indication the unit is receiving power. I know I could fix that. It's all mechanical parts.
I can fix it.
No one's gonna bid on it.
You could 3D print replacement parts. Yeah.
I mean, it's all metal. Very little of it's plastic, so I'd probably have to just fabricate it. But still, I probably could. Those things are built like fucking tanks.
Yeah, that's that green one.
What you need to do is email the high bidder right now. I'm not going to dox them on the podcast, but they just have their Gmail.
Oh, yeah.
As their bidder.
Email is just right out there, huh?
Yeah.
It's currently going for 10. Spanky, I don't want to bid on this because I would feel bad because I feel like this person may have the same passion that you do for this thing.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to have it. Fuck them.
Well, you can bid on it.
No, because I can't go pick it up.
I think you clearly could drive up here and pick it up if you.
I am not driving 10 hours to UW fucking Madison to pick up an IB. I could just go to eBay and buy one, probably.
It's okay. John can ship it to you.
You bid on it, and next time I come up, I'll take it back.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it off. We'll talk about it off air, Spanky.
I want to hear TJ's story.
Oh, no. One. We got to interrupt TJ. Okay. No, one final story though about the swap, because I did buy one other thing on the swap. So another great thing on the swap too. If you want a 1080p monitor, flat screen, don't buy one. Buy it off the swap. I got a Dell Ultra Sharp 24-inch from 2019, 16:9, $50. Problem? Did not come with an HD. Did not come with a DisplayPort cable, because another thing I bought off the swap. Oh my god. Was a Dell desktop for my parents, because they had a fucking Core 2 Duo 2011 computer at their house, and my mom was like, they had Windows 10. It was like, it keeps yelling at me that I need to upgrade Windows. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna do that, and you won't be able to with your computer that has like 4 gigs of RAM and is a processor from like the fucking first Obama administration. So I bought that. It was like $230 or something. I got that, but it's like a 10th gen i5. Like it's just a nice, like it can do Windows 11 for them. So I installed that for them. But their old ass monitor just had HDMI, and the display port out. Did you know that DisplayPort sucks ass? It's not like HDMI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than HDMI in some ways, but it sucks ass in some ways in the fact that it does not like to handshake with things that do not have a display port. So when you turn the TV or the computer off and back on again, you will get audio out of the computer because the computer had built-in speakers, so the video will be black, and you have to unplug and replug the cord in, and then it works because the monitor isn't talking to the TV correctly through the shitty, cheap HDMI to DisplayPort cable I bought. So I bought a DisplayPort capable monitor for my parents because I'm like, whatever. Like, it's $50. And I went to fucking Staples because it didn't come with a cable. I was like, I want to give them the monitor. I'm going to give them the cable. You want to guess how much a fucking DisplayPort cable costs at Best Buy and Staples?
$35.
You are all close enough. The cheapest one was $25. The one that was most prominent was $80 fucking dollars. Jesus. Like,
was that one of those monster hydrogenated?
It's not monster, but it was just some fucking J6 fucking 8K capable. Hey, guess what? Every fucking DisplayPort is 8K capable. That is like the current standard. Like, it's not a fucking feature. No one's fucking outputting 8K anyway at this point. So anyway, I just ordered one off Amazon and had shipped to their house. Like, this is stupid. It's $8 on Amazon for one of these things. God, why? This is what's wrong with America. No, this is what's wrong with like retail though. Is they're just there to fuck over people with shit like that. It's like if you're desperate and you need one, you're gonna pay $25 for it. When really, I went in expecting to pay an upcharge. Oh, this will be like $15, and I'm like, it's gonna be double the price at Amazon. No, try triple the price, quadruple the price that you can get it online. No wonder your fucking store's failing. Jesus Christ.
I get all my HDMI cords from Menards.
I'm sure they're cheap. They probably are cheap there. I don't know if they'll have a DisplayPort cable. I
don't know. Well, they might. The Menards has like a section for electronics that's like sauce. It's very suspicious.
I kind of want to go to a Menards and just look and catalog the fucking like just. It's like a Walmart clearance aisle where they have like the ancient fucking shit in there every once in a while.
Is it like mixed in with the kitchen appliances?
No, it's next to the lighting. It's next to like the lighting, the network cabling, and the TV antennas and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah.
And they have stuff in there like you can get a flash drive there for normal flash drive prices, but they've got like gaming keyboards that are just like cheap, shitty keyboards like with a strobing RGB light on.
Dude,
them
I fucking love
from
that
a brand
shit.
that doesn't exist.
I've already told Lauren that we're going to drive to the computer mecca, Chicago at some point of Microcenter. To just go. I want to go to a Microcenter so bad.
John, I'm literally for my birthday going to Microcenter in Kansas City.
Because
I also want to go to a Microcenter.
You can come with us, Matt. So
take me with you.
And then we can pick up TJ. We can make a day out of it. But like I want to go there because they sell 3D printers. They sell maker shit. They sell ESP home things. They sell home assistant gear. They sell home automation stuff. They sell everything you ever wanted.
And the thing about the thing about Microcenter that sucks is the reason that they're so prominent is because there used to be all sorts of stores that sold one thing of that entire list of everything. There used to be Radio Shack where you could get electronic components.
RIP.
There used to be Circuit City where you could get the like more home automation-y and camcorder-y stuff.
Yeah.
And the list goes on. And all of those are out of business. And Microcenter, Fry's Electronics, I think might still exist in Texas only or something like that. But maybe like 3 stores, and they probably all suck ass now. Then now there's just Microcenter, and there's only a few of them in a few cities, and people always talk about them like they are the last place to go to buy shit like this. and they're not in every town. And it used to be in the little tiny shitty town I lived in with 900 people in it. We had a Radio Shack, and I can go and buy most of what Microcenter is enticing me with.
Yeah, that's so I was listening to a tech podcast. They were talking about this, and they just opened, and Microcenter opened in San Jose, California, and they were excited to go visit it, and they were just like, this is just like replacing what Radio Shack was. Like you used to be able to just go buy transistors and shit at a Radio Shack. Oh, I need some electronics equipment to go to the Radio Shack. And now that doesn't exist. I remember as a kid going to the Radio Shack all the time, like just to look at shit. And that's gone because, big box stores covered 85% of what Radio Shack was doing, which was like what most people went in there for, was like TVs and stereos and all sorts of electronic stuff. And great stuff about Radio Shack is they would often have employees there that were very cool and wanted and interested in that stuff. And that's the other thing about like Microcenter that's so cool is they have you can bring your fucking computer in there that's not working and just work on it. They have tables and
they have
and they'll have people there that will answer questions. And if you need to buy a part, you go buy it, bring it over, put it in. Or if you buy a computer and you want to build it yourself, you can build it yourself there with their help. They'll help you. Buy the parts, bring it over, build it here, make sure everything works.
That's
awesome.
Lot like what Radio Shack used to be, because I remember it was some little, this was before I really knew how to do much electronic work. I basically just knew how to like solder wires together. This is when I was a teenager. I took something into Radio Shack, probably it was about 2006. And the employee there didn't know anything about what I brought in, but because it's a Radio Shack, they have like books on like how to identify the resistance of a resistor and and all this stuff. And then she just got out like a multimeter and tested continuity and all the little parts. I think it was like a RF modulators, so that I could take a RCA input to go to a TV that didn't have anything but the fucking RF input. And we just fixed it. And she could have sold me an RF modulator for $20, but she didn't. She sold me the pieces I need for 10. And helped me to like understand that shit. No one does that anymore, except for Microcenter, I guess.
Well, it's that niche went away, and then Microcenter kind of grew out of that. It's like Best Buy used to have some of the stuff like this, but now they've pushed all that shit out basically, and it's just an appliance store now. And they sell shitty pre-made gaming laptop or pre-made gaming towers and shit.
Best Buy to me is just the place I go to buy video game. Like if I want a physical video game, I get it from Best Buy because they have lockers at mine. So they just put it in the locker. I don't have to go into the store. I just pick it up from outside.
The nice thing too about Best Buy is if you want to buy like keyboards, they do have some of the major brands of like keyboards, and you can test them out. Like try out the keys. And that's Microcenter's got that. Just the keyboard section. You want to try out what Cherry like MX is your favorite color? They got them all. Try them all. Clickety clack. Which ones do you like? Build your own keyboard. All right. I'm done with the tech shit. We've interrupted
TJ.
This
has been Surplus with a podcast. The only UW-Madison swap podcast.
Sounds about right.
And I didn't even get into interrupting TJ a final time to talk about the person who was on Facebook Marketplace selling a laptop they bought off the swap, just using all of the photos from the swap, which is incredible.
Yeah,
that's an incredible level of like fucking grindset mindset bullshit. Because that's local people that could buy that. They just don't know about the swap. Anyway, TJ. Speaking of
I've got
the S word, you have another?
Speaking of the S word, yes. And I've got 11 minutes to tell this story because there's some parts of the story that the people coming back from Florida who will be here in 11 minutes,
oh my God,
I don't want to hear. So
you should have told us there was a time limit.
Well, he did say he wanted the podcast to be an hour and a half.
No, that's a different
hour and a half ago.
Because I'm about to die.
He is visibly sweating.
Yes.
Me too, but always.
Yeah.
TJ basically lives in the Amazon rainforest right now.
It is 94 degrees on this level. I would. Ideally, I would have been downstairs where it's 84, or in my bedroom where it's 68 because we've got a
window unit.
Window mounted air
on my
conditioner.
neck if I was you.
Okay, get to the part that you can't tell.
All right, cool. So I just said, hey, reminder for me to mention the snake that was in my house.
Yes.
Spanky responded with, you located him because he's dummy thick and the clap of his ass kept alerting you. I said, some of those words are right. And I'm just going to say alerting and dummy thick because it definitely was a dummy thick snake.
Okay.
Because I was dealing with amateur plumbing here at the house.
Oh.
So
a drain snake.
Yes. So my family left.
I guess liquid snake.
Liquid snake, yeah. Four of my family left about 2 weeks ago, and we were having the rumblings of plumbing problems, where if water was running or draining too much, it would come up in one of the bathtubs or would start bubbling.
Oh, hell yeah. A nighttime gurgling.
Toilet.
Podcast,
yes.
Go back. Can't listen to that episode anymore because it's been removed from the internet, but go on.
So what we... I was given the information on 2 of their preferred plumbers, if I were to call them or whatnot. And I'm just like, fuck this. I'm just going to do it myself. And if I asked them, they probably would have said, no, get someone who knows what they're doing. So this past Wednesday, I looked up a video on how to run a snake down to deal with into the main drain line in order to deal with... We have issues in our main drain line where roots kind of come in and just form. So
you need to drain the main vein.
Yes, you need to drain the main vein because every time my main vein was draining, it was doing the opposite of draining. Like we were having like soil and rocks and literal shit coming up in the bathtub. So this needed to be taken care of.
That's not supposed to happen.
So I did some research about what I should.
I always bathe in soil and rocks and shit.
I ended up getting a rental 50-foot long, half-inch diameter drain snake.
Oh hell yeah! You went hardcore.
From Home Depot, and I wanted to get the electric because I wanted it to do the feeding and it to come back and it to spin it. And they were out, so I got the fucking manual one, which fucking sucks. But about 2.5 hours of work opening the plug because we have an in-the-house plug for this thing. It's just in the office / my kid's bedroom. I had to open the plug, run this thing down. I ended up running it down and back 3 times with the biggest like chompy blade, pulling basically shit-covered roots out and trying to make my kid's room not smell like garbage because the drain is under her bed. So I had to move everything out of the way.
So one thing that is terrifying about that. So your kid lives. So there's a drain where like animals could sneak up through. Under her bed.
No, it's plugged. It's plugged. You
for
have to,
now.
Like it is. No, it's 100% sealed. You can't.
Yeah, but like if I was a kid, I would have nightmares of that.
Yeah, I'm glad that she really doesn't know what it entails.
Okay,
but like it's a 3-inch thick rubber plug that's threaded in. So it's
man,
not going
I love when when I get a 3-inch rubber plug.
3-inch plug. Yeah. This episode sponsored by AdamandEve.com. Go to Adam and Eve /3-inch plug.
Use code BITE for 50% off your order.
This is just return of preferential ball treatment. I get this, but I ended up needing to use almost all 50 feet of this because I was on like the last loop coming out of this drain snake. And then I hit this one snag that like I couldn't move it forward, couldn't move it back, and started trying to twist it. And then I heard gurgle, gurgle, gurgle because the standing water down there started flowing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck, I did it. That was last night.
This is like one of those you could have made a YouTube video of this. Like there's those YouTube channels. It's just like the guy unclogging like the stuff on the street, and it's like the satisfying like.
But I know that if I didn't do it right, or I like accidentally, the snake ended up going, because this is just an access tube going down. If it went towards the house, I could have destroyed drain lines in the house.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure it went the right way. I had to make sure it cleared the right stuff. And we have about 75 feet until our actual drain access, so I wasn't going to hurt any of the infrastructure.
Yeah.
I was super lucky, but we got it done, and we didn't need to hire a plumber. And I don't know. I'll just tell them I paid cash for the plumber, and they can pay me back.
There you go. That'll help pay for the rental.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought you had like a real snake, and I was excited.
No, that would have been awesome, but no, not this.
Because I love
unfortunately.
snakes. It's okay. Well, that's exciting.
But preferential ball treatment. Matt said something before the podcast when you said we were thinking about preferential ball treatment. What the fuck have you been playing, or what have you been playing on the podcast because you were talking about this?
I've been playing a demo called Ball Pit, or possibly Ball X Pit. There's an X in there, but nobody says the X. It's basically the arcade game Breakout, except all of the bricks are like undead skeleton enemies, and your bouncy bar thing is a hero, and you get powers and upgrades and stuff over the course of the game. And it's kind of in that Vampire Survivors genre of just like, there's so much going on, I have no idea what's happening.
I have wish listed this for sure. Like, looking at the video, it looks very cool.
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is that in between the Breakout games, it's also a city builder.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks cool as hell.
You harvest and build by doing a Breakout style game where you bounce your workers off of stuff.
This is published by Devolver, so it's fucking quality. God damn.
Yeah.
It looks really awesome.
Yeah, they make lots of fun stuff. It looks like a single guy developer too, but the art style looks really cool too. It looks kind of like PlayStation-y.
Yeah,
not really.
It reminds me a lot of Loop Hero, if you've played that.
The art style really reminds me of like, not like that, but like Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
Like that kind of 3D, where it's like,
it's sort of like a pixelated 3D.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a 32-bit 3D.
Yeah, something. Yeah, exactly.
I get calling it PS1.
Well, yeah. The problem is, like, to me, PS1 is like a really specific, like, type of like the pixel scaling and all the weird shit that PS1 does.
The itch.io indie horror games they really nailed the PS1 style.
Yeah. So anyway, that looks really cool. Awesome. Yeah, it's a demo right now. It says it's coming out this year.
So there's just like one big boss, and it took me maybe a week, a couple days or something like that to beat that boss. But I'm excited for the full release.
I love games.
Yeah. There's two things in the gaming sphere that I've been dealing with this week specifically. One thing is the release of the dating sim.
Date Everything.
Yep. Which my kid bought and is playing, and I'm gonna wait until later to get. But it looks really well done. So many prominent
very
voice
good.
actors. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to stay as spoiler free as possible until I want to play it. There's a lot of at least from what they've been describing to me, there's a lot of like point and click adventure things where you have to like do this and this to unlock this, which you don't get a lot in a lot of visual novel dating sims. It's more just choice trees, and that's about it.
There's a lot of variety and a lot of hidden depth. Like, the more you dive into it, the more you'll find.
Yep.
So
I haven't played it myself, but I've seen a few playthroughs, and it's really well done.
And Spanky's playing Pokemon Yellow on his analog.
Yep.
Great.
I've never had Pokemon Yellow, and then Ewan was going to Toronto at a showing of her short film, Human Under the Bed, and was selling some stuff on eBay to have spending money whilst in Toronto, and she was selling a Pokemon Yellow, and I was like, fuck yeah, I can help my friend, but also just kind of secretly fulfill the need of having Pokemon Yellow that I've had for 25 years.
Yep.
So that's why I have Pokemon Yellow now.
I have Yellow.
and I'm playing it on my Analog Pocket, which is fucking awesome because it uses the Super Game Boy color palette.
Yeah,
which is good.
There was a Nintendo Direct this week too.
Speaking of Nintendo, and speaking of dating, and I bought this game.
Oh yeah, I
Whoa,
got that
that's
physical
the
too.
Fire Emblem that people told me to play and I didn't.
So I bought it because I've been kind of using the exercise bike more. I alluded to this.
Oh,
and
that is a great game to play.
Playing the Switch on the TV that I set up there. I created my own 3D model of a Joy-Con grips so I can have them split while I'm on the exercise bike.
Yes.
And just play games. I was playing Final Fantasy X remake that I have or whatever, or the reissue, the remaster.
10.10.2 HD.
Yeah. 10.10.2 HD. To play through that, but I was like, I've already played this. And then so I started playing Dragon Quest 2 on the DS or the Switch that I bought, because I bought the 1, 2, 3 collection on Switch.
Because 1 and 2 is out now.
Yeah, one. Well, no. This is not the HD remaster.
The old one. The old 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Yes, okay. Yeah, it's the one. Anyway, everyone said that was a cool version to get, so I started playing that, and I was like, what else could I play? Because I moved my Switch downstairs because I have a different Switch upstairs now. A Switch 2.
Your Switch 2, yeah.
I purchased a Switch 2 because they had them at Walmart, and partially because my wife,
John's wife,
wanted to play the game that I think TJ's going to talk about, the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, yep.
So that's why I bought this, and then I also bought Tears of the Kingdom, which I hadn't owned. I got on eBay for $45 because there's a Switch 2, and everyone's like, you got to play these now on Switch 2 because they actually run correctly.
Yeah,
you get the actual like full frame rate instead of slowdowns and stuff. So
exactly.
Sweet, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna play on the Switch 1 downstairs though for sure, which is a Switch OLED. We have 3 Switches, of course. I have a launch Switch, an OLED that was won at a company holiday party, and then the Switch 2 now, which is way too expensive. But you can talk about the Direct, and then I'm going to talk about playing the only Switch 2 game that's like a real new launch game. The only launch title, IMO.
Exactly.
It really is. There's 2.
Yeah.
There's 3 launch titles. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there's only one real game though.
There's 3. There's 3. Welcome Tour.
Yeah. That doesn't count.
Okay.
That does not count.
It's a game you buy. They make you buy it. I bought it for $10.
It's not a real game.
There's mini games in it.
Yep.
You can see what HDR looks like.
Nintendo Land, but they didn't give it to you for free.
Yeah, basically.
It's worse than Nintendo Land.
It is also worse than Nintendo Land. I was playing it and Lauren was like, this is really boring. I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. It's a neat tech demo, but it is not much of a game.
We're hoping it would be one of like the Astro's Playroom was for the PS5.
No,
because everyone loved the Astro's.
Oh, Astro's Playroom for PS5 was also free.
Yeah, it was free, and it was so good that they greenlit an Astrobot game because it was so good.
I will say Astrobot for the PS5 was one of the reasons I bought a PS5.
Yeah,
because it looked so cool. And it's a really fun platformer.
Is the third game just Bravely Default HD?
Nope, because that's a remake, so I don't count it.
Okay.
No, it is Hyper Racing Neo or whatever.
Okay.
It's the follow-up from people. I guess they made a Switch 1 game that was at the launch that was like Fusion Racing Neo, and they made a Wii U game at launch called like Super Hyper Racing or something. It's like a Wipeout clone. So that's like an original game only available on the Nintendo Switch 2.
All right, fair.
There's 3 of them that are only available on Nintendo Switch 2, and one of them doesn't even count. It's like a third of a game. So 2 and a third.
Yeah, exactly. 2 and a third. But Nintendo put out a Direct specifically about a game coming out, which I thought was coming out in September. It's coming out next month.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks.
In 2 or 3 weeks. It's Donkey Kong Bananza.
Bananza, which is like the fucking greatest name. Yeah. So, I mean, spoilers for one. If you really don't want to be spoiled about Donkey Kong Bananza, but they fucking hid a whole bunch of shit about it when they showed the trailer on the Switch 2 thing that they announced in this Direct, including changing the box art to now look different than what they originally promoted.
Did they?
Yes. If you go now to pre-order it, the box art has Pauline on it now instead of the little rock thing.
Sense.
Because in the direct, you learn that the little rock creature that was hanging out on DK's back is actually Pauline, and it's a rock creature for like probably the tutorial, and then it becomes
like
Pauline.
Yep.
So this is a DK. This is Pauline Origins. This is Donkey Kong, like the arcade game prequel.
Yeah,
Which
is weird. Because Cranky Kong is a character in the game, and Cranky Kong is canonically the original Donkey.
I did read an article where someone said Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about the Donkey Kong continuity, and no one should. And they are correct.
True. I get that. Because the current DK
because the Donkey Kong continuity was a joke that Rare made.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It wasn't continuity, it was a joke.
Yeah.
It was that game was old, and so the old Donkey Kong was that one.
Yeah.
And,
because Frankie was an asshole to you in the game, like an old man would be. It was a joke they made.
Yeah.
And DK is both Cranky Kong's kid and grandkid at the same time.
Yes. It doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't matter.
It was a joke. I get mad when people are like, but the lore about this joke. Like when people are like, Sonic's middle name is Ogilvy Maurice. I'm like, no, that was a joke someone wrote in a comic book in 1993.
Yeah.
That's not no, he doesn't have it. His name is Sonic. He's a cartoon. Shut up. As long as you get the color of his arms right, it's fine.
It's meters, tails per second. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the game looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Holy crap, does the game look really good?
Yeah, so...
Yes, it is just Mario Odyssey 2.
That's like looking at it, I said that and someone's like, I don't get that. I'm like, dude, like you search for hidden bananas throughout a level, and then when you collect it, you jump up in the screen and it screenshots with a name vaguely talking about how you collected that banana, and I'm sure you have to collect X bananas per world. Like, dude, this is Mario Odyssey. Like,
yeah,
I do think 100%. It's funny that Cranky Kong is using the Rareware design of Cranky Kong, whereas Donkey Kong has gone back to the Nintendo design of Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
which I think is a better design. I think that the
agree.
original DK design is better than the Rare one. I always thought it was so my Donkey Kong was the Nintendo one, because my Donkey Kong was the Game Boy version of Donkey Kong, where you play as Mario and you go through the worlds, and then at the end of each world you have to fight Donkey Kong,
which is now on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yes, now it's on NSO, and that was my Donkey Kong as a kid, and that was the Nintendo design and they're almost identical. The only difference really is that the eye shape is less, the brow is more of two circles rather than one like nadir slope, and that's about it. That's like pretty much the only design difference. And it just makes Donkey Kong look like more more expressive. He can make more expressions, and it's better. And now they're finally back, so my Donkey Kong is finally back, basically, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
No, the one true real Donkey Kong and the correct canonical Donkey Kong.
Is Donkey Kong Jr. from Super Mario Kart only?
Absolutely not. You're wrong, because the correct canonical Donkey Kong is the Donkey Kong from the 90s 3D animated television program Donkey Kong Country.
Oh my god, yeah.
The horrendous looking fucking animated Donkey Kong.
The horrible
3D, but yet
the horrible 3D but yet caked up Donkey Kong.
It's
one thing about that Donkey Kong show though, the guy who plays Donkey Kong can fucking sing. The crazy thing is it was the 90s, so like they had to have music in all of the episodes, and nobody on that show could carry a tune in a fucking bucket, except for the guy who plays DK can absolutely fucking shred on vocals. He can belt one out, and then you got the kid that plays Diddy going just terrible noises. But look up the song Metalhead from that show, from Donkey Kong Country, Metalhead. That one is a good example of how DK can sing and everyone else cannot.
That era of animation is like the most beautiful. That like reboot, like late like Beast Wars, reboot,
But Ugly Martians.
Fucking yeah, But Ugly Martians, like that era of
that
3D.
show was terrible though. That's like late stage bad version of that.
So the other awesome show that was like one of my favorite was
what was the insect one?
Yeah,
Insectors.
Yeah, maybe, but
with a K. Insectors with a K.
Yeah, no,
that was a pre-reboot.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm completely brain farted. I could not remember this, so I had to Google Heinlein novel movie. No, the Starship Troopers animated series.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was another one in that era.
I think one of the Zoids anime also counts because I feel like they had shitty CGI in one of the Zoids anime.
Roughnecks. God, that fucking. I loved that show as a kid. By the way, it was that late '90s, early 2000s CG animated TV show stuff. But like that show was so awesome in a way because it was like built for kids. But it's also like, how the fuck do you do an animated show about the horrifically graphic, like jingoistic, like insane Heinlein novel? Anyway, it worked though as a kid because like I had seen that movie, even though I was too young to see it, and liked it because I was 14 when this show came out.
I assume you're talking about the animated Donkey Kong television show.
Yeah, I was too young to see that show. Anyway,
love is stronger than a golden banana.
Video Game Donkey has a really funny video about the show. Like if you want 4 minutes of clips from that show. But you know what's insane is that this show, Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, fucking animated TV series that was on whatever fucking channel it was on. Looks like it was on Sci-Fi Channel in the US. One season, right? August 30th, 1999 to April 3rd, 2000. 40 episodes. Like fucking people were on one in their late 90s. Like we're going to do 40 22-minute episodes.
I miss that era of TV where they're just like, oh shit, how do we fill the season? Filler.
Exactly. So, yeah, I might have to legally obtain that show and put that on my Plex server.
My latest project has been destroying all of the millennial gray in my house.
Nice.
Which is a project I've wanted to do for a long time, but it's more than painting. Like, they fucked up the cabinets. The previous owners fucked up all the cabinetry and everything in the kitchen. It's just so millennial gray. So I've painted my kitchen, and like I'm just hacking away at it. I'm about to redo all my cabinets soon, and so I've been listening to like audiobooks and watching cartoons. That I can ignore. That I can basically ignore while I'm working in my kitchen.
What that's like what Twitch streams are for me. But like what's crazy is my wife uses TikTok, which is a nightmare program. But she uses that, and she was telling me about a thing that's trending on TikTok now, that is they've discovered a new type of color blindness that affects women specifically. And it is a difficulty telling gray and blue apart. So the TikTok theorists are saying that there's a ton of millennials that were building houses and stuff and painting thinking this is a nice blue gray. And no, it's just gray, actually. And you can see videos of people like, this is a blue chair. Like, no, bitch, that's a gray chair. Oh, no. So millennial gray may just be a type of color blindness. That's the theory, of course.
It may be. And like the room I'm in now is gray, and it doesn't bother me. Like my color, it does. There's the wall to my left is blue, so like there's an accent wall in this room. But the kitchen is the most oppressive place in my house because it is a gray granite countertop with dark gray cabinets and light gray walls and like a dark gray everything else, and a stainless steel. Like, it does feel like you're in hell. It feels like you're in like a Silent Hill like underworld kind of situation where everything's just going to start turning to rust and you're going to be eaten by a horrible monster, which would be cool in my opinion, but it never happens. It just stays gray, and that's what pisses me off. So like I painted my kitchen like a light blue. I went with a satin, but I kind of feel in retrospect I should have gone semi-gloss, so I might buy a small can and go do a light coat in semi-gloss. Because in the kitchen is where you get shit on the walls because you're using a mixer and whatever, and it's just much easier to clean when it's glossy. Yeah. But I got blue. I'm getting rid of all the painted cabinetry, and I'm using I'm building the cabinets myself and staining them myself with wood.
Thank you.
Bringing nature into my house.
I love wood cabinets.
I do too.
It's just there was an insane period in the turn of the century when everyone's like, you know what? Fucking paint cabinets white. No.
They painted my cabinets gunmetal gray. Like, what the fuck is up with that?
I know. I always joke when we were looking at houses and things that there was just an aesthetic where everyone wanted their house to look like an Apple store with those sliding barn doors.
Yeah.
So it's like a barn. It's like, what if a barn was an Apple store? That's what I want my house to look like. And it's like, that's terrible.
It's all because of those damn magazines. It's all magazines' faults.
Yeah, I am very much of the opinion that my house should be painted colors that I like to look at. Yeah. And I should have light in the house. Like, that's the worst thing, is that I've got like the dark gray just sucked up so much light that it just hurt. Coming inside from outside, because I'd have all the lights on, and I have like powerful lights, like the
you don't want to come outside,
like the 1,000 lumen lights in the kitchen and all that shit, and it just feels like you're walking into a dungeon.
Yeah,
because nothing reflects light in my entire house.
Yeah, that's one nice thing about like our house that was built in the like 70s and like late 70s, I think 78. Like, this house has white walls everywhere, just painted white. There's a couple wallpapered walls. There's actually a really nice textured wallpaper that's like kind of a beige with like vertical lines. It looks pretty nice. The kitchen has floral wallpaper, which is insane looking, but yeah, it's kind of grown on me, especially with the wooden
kitchen
cabinetry.
Wallpaper is another one of those that's just like, why did you think that?
Yeah, that was a 90s thing. I'm sure they remodeled in the 90s and were like, let's put floral wall. That was like a 90s thing, is like, let's put like fake flowers all over the kitchens. Actually, you know what my favorite era of like inner design, what's it called? Interior design.
Interior.
Is like the like late 90s, like, we want our house to look like Tuscany. We want like the fucking like Italian vibes and things. Like, my kitchen needs to look like an Olive Garden, basically.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I love that era.
My friends live in a house where the kitchen is a very weird kitchen, because it's basically just in a hallway. It's just a hallway that goes between two parts of the house, and the kitchen is just on either side of this hallway. It's a very weird kitchen. But the people who last redesigned it put these, like, they look like artisanal tiles, but they're obviously just something they bought at Home Depot. And they were definitely going for that vibe, that like the Olive Garden-y vibe. But the ones they bought had like prints of mushrooms on them and like just weird incongruent things that didn't go together. And it's actually super fucking awesome now, but it probably, whoever designed it had a very like graphic design is my passion approach to it, but in retrospect it's very funny and it makes their kitchen fucking awesome. So
yeah, I just wanted to shout out one of my favorite blogs, McMansion Hell. I'm sure I've shouted it out on the podcast before, but
let me get some vinyl word art to put up on my wall.
Just like the most insane fucking shit like that you can see in McMansion Hell, of just these fucking houses that want so bad to look like an Italian villa, but like is like dollar store like plaster pillar bullshit, you know, like it's the fucking horribleness that is like the suburbs of the US and the heinous houses that people live in, thanks to like that weird house flipper culture. The other awesome thing that I've fallen to a slight YouTube hole of is home inspector YouTube channels. I don't know. It's fun to look these up because they'll just be guys going through being like, look at this horrible flip. Like all this terrible shit people did in this house. Like, oh, look at this fucking faucet. Oh yeah, it fucking hits the glass behind it because it was like they installed the mirror after and it's not, there's no clearance. So like that's great design there, like just horrendous shit like that. And I love it. I love it. Anything ripping on any of these fucking landlord hustle fucking vultures that exist. House flippers. Ugh. Fucking go die. Fucking profiting off of the backs of people that can't afford houses. Yeah.
Or people that can't afford houses in neighborhoods nicer than Greene County, Missouri.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just horrible. Well,
it's like I kind of hate being a homeowner because people will judge me for being a homeowner, but it's like my neighbor is a goat farm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't live in a place that's nice.
Yeah, exactly. That's like me too. It's like I'm a homeowner, but my house is older than I am, so I don't feel so bad about it. Like I didn't buy some fucking.
So you're saying you're one of the good ones.
I'm one of the good ones. Yeah. No, I'm one of the good.
Never be one of the good
I'm
ones.
one of the good ones because I fully admit that what I have was through luck. Like, it is not in any way any sort of like I build myself up my bootstraps. It's like, no, my parents helped me pay for college, and so I have money, and I took advantage of a loan program that allowed you to put as little as 2.5% down on a house. Like,
I only own a home because the pandemic made home prices crazy at the exact moment 3 months after I paid off my student loans.
Yep.
From when I dropped out of college.
Yep.
So, that's the only reason I was able to.
It's the people that are just like, I just work hard. It's like, no, people work hard and get nothing. You worked hard. You may have worked hard, but you're also lucky.
$1,000 the moment that the housing market went to fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, I wouldn't be a homeowner.
Yeah. Exactly. Like the fact that I had $12,500 saved up to put as a down payment. Like that's not something people could normally do, and also wouldn't be enough to get a house now, but it was back before the market blew up.
All right, I'm on McMansion hell.
Yeah.
And there's one in Winnetka, Illinois that looks like a German cottage. And the inside is like real wood floors and knotwork and stuff. I don't know. I just like that one. I just would live there, actually.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
This one actually had... Now, it's weird that it's just in a suburb or in a subdivision.
Is it like that like white exterior wall with the dark wood framing?
No, that one you don't see inside. All right, we can't just be browsing McMansion Hell on the podcast. I'm just saying.
Go back to swap?
You did this.
No. Well, the swap was had me involved in buying shit.
Nobody listens to this podcast. This is going to be like when we're on our deathbeds and have Alzheimer's and want to like be convinced that our friends are still alive. That's what the podcast.
This podcast exists so that I can put it on when I'm away and my dog can hear me talking.
Whichever one of us is the last one alive will have just AI friends to listen to.
That's right.
That's what the podcast.
Someone will pull AI. No, this podcast exists so that when my voice box gets shot out in World War V, when Trump's brain invades North Korea.
You're talking about Baron Trump.
2045. That they can use this podcast to pull audio from so they can create an electronic version of my voice. That's what this is for.
So John, talk about your experience with Mario Kart World, and then we can finish
yes. Let's talk about Mario Kart World. All right, it's a game. It's a new Mario Kart.
Hell yeah.
It's okay. It's
in my mind, it's like Grand Theft Auto, but Mario characters.
It's so hard. It is not at all. It is so.
Okay.
I was hoping
it's so hard to follow up Mario Kart,
Horizon, and it's really not.
It's so hard to follow up Mario Kart 8 because Mario Kart 8 is so fucking good.
Mario Kart 8 was so good they didn't even make another one when the Switch came out.
It has
they just
a
made
million
DLC for Mario
tracks.
Kart 8.
It has really good kart feel. Like, it just is really fun to play. Yeah. This game is pretty good. It's a Mario Kart.
I've listened to some of the soundtrack, and the music is really good in it.
Is amazing. The open world is not enough stuff in it. Like, there are the P-Switch challenges, which are really fun, but what do you get from them? Stickers that are used for nothing. So it's just a collectathon, but they're fun challenges, definitely. Like, they're really interesting. They'll like put stuff in the world that you got to jump around and all that stuff. It's kind of neat. I think they could probably continue to update the game and add more. You know what I mean? Like, and that would be cool. The tracks, none of them really super stand out as iconic. The DK spaceport's really neat. The Boo Mansion, the Rainbow Road's one of the best Rainbow Roads of all time. So that got that going for them. It's neat. It's good. It's a Mario Kart game. The Knockout Tour is a really fun mode, and it is not just online. You can play it single player, Knockout Tour, which is actually pretty fun. Against CPU, and that's where it's like a battle royale where you just are racing, and then each checkpoint you need to be at a certain point in the leaderboard.
F099, yeah.
Yep, it's really fun. It's exactly like F099. And that's a really fun mode that adds a new type of gameplay that's racing. Yeah, it's worth buying if you like Mario Kart, but it's not like Mario Kart 8 of like, wow, this is like the best Mario Kart I've played in a long time. So it's just good. A couple problems. The wall riding stuff and the grinding, it's really not sweaty. Easy. This game is really difficult. Like the difficulty curve is like, if you go online and you play against someone who's memorized a fucking track and knows every fucking rail to grind and every skip and everything, they will annihilate you. It is not something the way it was in Mario Kart 8. Like, this game is built to be broken by people, and it kind of sucks that it's just like, I don't know. Like, there's no ranked matchmaking, you know? So it's like, you're just gonna get your fucking face annihilated by some fucking person who's streaming themselves playing 100 hours of Mario Kart. Like, it's fine. It's a good game. Like, it's good. If you get a couch of people and you play it, you'll have an amazing time, and it looks incredible. Like, it's just good. It's good. You know, John, rating scale, it's a 3.
It's a game. You go race. It's fun. Mario Kart.
It would be a higher ranking if the open world had more stuff to do in it.
Mario Kart has always been a game that it's more fun depending on who you're playing it with and when. Mm-hmm. So the baseline is always pretty low, even whenever it's a well-built game.
Mm-hmm. So the open world, one huge detraction from it, you can't do it in split screen co-op. It's like, why? Why? You can do it on online co-op, and apparently if you do local, I forget what it is. You do local.
You can't mix local wireless and online play, or what?
So yes. So if you do local wireless and online, and you're waiting for someone to connect, the two people locally can do free roam for a bit, but there's none of the challenges in it. So, like, you obviously can do it in split screen, but they don't. They need to update it with a patch to let people do the free roam stuff and do those free roam challenges, like, one-on-one, stuff like that. We really need, like, and have, like, a leaderboard for, like, because, like, one of the things about Forza Horizon that's neat is that you go around, you find, like, here's a little jump, and then you can see all of your friends list, how fast they completed the challenge. None of that's in Mario Kart. It's just beat the thing and get the sticker. Like, it's there, but it's very bare bones. Like, it is not as much as you thought it was going to be. It's cool. The world is neat. It's really fun to drive around in, but it's just, it's not like Forza Horizon where you would collect pieces of a car throughout the world and then get a new car. Mario Kart, you can collect outfits that you also can collect just by playing regular races. So I don't know.
Follow-up question, but it is a tangent.
Okay.
As someone who has installed a Forza Horizon game, but never even opened or played one, which one should I play? Should I play 4 or 5?
5.
Okay.
Just play 5. It's better.
All right.
4 is really fun too, but 5 is just, it's the new one. It's better. The only problem... No, just play it. Just play it.
Okay.
Honestly,
if
though...
Forza was so good, there'd be a 5 by now.
And that's where we end our podcast.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Back from that.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to get down. Mario Kart's not a bad game. It's just, it's fine. It's good. If you're gonna want to buy it. Like, it's just not Mario Kart 8 just kind of ruined the curve. It's like how Mario Kart DS kind of ruined the curve too, because being able to play Mario Kart local wirelessly on DS was fucking amazing. That was so much fun.
One cartridge up to 8 players.
Yeah. And you can do that with Switch too. Like, you can do
on certain
local
games.
share. Yeah. I believe Mario Kart's one of them. But and the crazy thing about the fucking DK Bonanza is you can share play with the Switch 1.
Yes. Locally only.
Locally,
not online,
yes.
But...
Which is crazy. So, yeah, the Nintendo share play thing is actually pretty cool too. And the fact that you can connect with a friend, and if you don't own the game, you can play co-op together, which is really fun.
It's gotten me to actually want to get what is it, the 53 classic games collection?
Yeah.
The one that's just like, because that's one of the games that you do game share with.
Uh-huh.
And you can just 53.
Yeah, but like you can play.
It's the Switch 1 version of the game. You only need one cartridge, or one digital download, and you can play your multiplayer
checkers with someone, or any of the mini games on there that are actually, there's like some fun ones too that are just like physics games too that are just like Jenga and shit. Stuff like that's in there too. Like I almost bought that too. That's another reason why I bought this, because I was like, I just need to buy more Switch games because cartridge games are going away, and I need to own as many cartridges as possible.
That way you don't have to become a person who goes to game stores and looks for the $100 Switch games.
Yep.
You can just have,
because I'm sure this will cost $90 in 5 years. Because I mean, I bought it on eBay, not used, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Bulk. $45. Like, that's not much cheaper
like
than
trying to buy a Gen 4 Pokemon game, which are all ridiculously expensive.
This is why I buy every Pokemon game, regardless of whether I'm not going to play it right away, because I might as well, because the value's never going to go down.
Yeah.
I don't have Scarlet or Violet, so I probably need to buy that.
I got Violet digitally.
That's coming out with a patch, or did it already have a patch?
It does. Like, it just plays better. It just plays so much better. Like, more Pokemon spawn. There's a lot less frame rate drops. Everything's so smooth. It's just better.
Which one's the better one?
You're fine either one. I mean, technically, if you're playing competitive, Koraidon from Scarlet is better than Miraidon from Violet. But whatever. At the end of the day, it really does not matter.
Oh, I guess I'm going to buy Pokemon Scarlet here because it's brand new on eBay for $45 with free shipping.
There you go.
I don't own it.
That's one of those things where, like, every year I tell my grandma, she's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I just find like a Switch game that isn't very much. It's like, here, you can get me a Nintendo game. Like, she got me the Zelda Echoes of Wisdom last Christmas. I think. I was like, hell yeah, thanks, Grandma. And then I got her like 11 Super Nintendo games and a Super Nintendo, and one of them was Chrono Trigger, which cost me like $250.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna buy this with Klarna. Does that make sense? Can I split this up? This $45 up for?
You want some payday loan shit?
It's fucking insane shit that people are doing here. Do not Klarna.
Do not use any of the buy now, pay later things that are being pushed on you, because the reason they're being pushed on you is because if you miss a payment ever, you are fucked.
Yep.
Your credit will be fucked. You will owe them a lot of money.
Oh, also Amazon and Nintendo seem to have made up. You can buy like Nintendo stuff on Amazon directly now.
Okay.
Like there was a period there where they were like not. Wait, Pokemon Scarlet's from 2022?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Late 2022.
I thought that's what Nintendo like Sword and Shield was.
No.
Sword and Shield was before the pandemic.
Also, I own Pokemon Legends.
Yeah.
I own Pokemon. I own
Pokemon.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? We've talked about this, right? Yeah. I have not found it in my house. So
polylactic acid.
It's somewhere.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Somewhere
Pokemon
then. I don't know where it
Arceus.
is. Yep, that's the podcast. Wait, one final thing.
Okay.
Nintendo's fucking account system is fucking horseshit. It's so awful. Like when I transferred from my to Switch 2, I was like, oh, let me get my Switch and move it over. And so I set them next to each other and it was like, it's not on. It's not next to each other. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I want to transfer my account and all my saves and shit because, like, for some reason, they don't just cloud save everything. Some shit's on the console. And
Pokemon and Animal Crossing cannot unless you're doing a transfer.
Exactly. So I had to transfer all those over to the Switch too. So then I was like, you know what? I could play on the exercise bike. Let's get Pokemon Diamond. Fuck no. That's on your Switch 2 now. Your only place you can play it.
Okay. So if you're not worried about save files, but you just want your digital shit, there's a thing you can turn on, but it's like hidden in a setting.
Anyway, this is the problem. Is that it's the fucking, you have to do a PhD class to figure out how to get your saves where you want them to be. Whereas every other console has figured this shit out. Like the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, yeah, all your shit's there, just download it. The fucking Xbox, like you're on your computer, you download it. You're on your Xbox, download it. You're on the phone, thing, play it cloud. Like, your save is wherever you are. Like, that should be how it is. Nintendo figured this shit out because it's stupid. Anyway, but yeah, I moved my Animal Crossing village to my new Switch. You know, like all that shit's like fine. So whatever. It's just kind of annoying. And if you check out the game card to your other Switch, which is like their new system, which they implemented. Oh yeah, the reason why it didn't work too was because I had made the Switch OLED my primary Switch because I was doing the thing where it was the Switch I had where I was always logged in was the secondary because then I could play every game in my library because I was logged in on that one, and then the Switch OLED was the primary, so I didn't have to. So Lauren could play on that one. Well, I wasn't logged in, and she would have access to every game on it because it's stupid. Because they had a stupid system before, and they switched to the virtual game card system, which is better but also stupid. Because you have like 3-week time limits on game sharing.
A lot of the shit makes sense in the context of the Japanese. Yeah. There's a lot of shit, like Street Pass, all sorts of shit Nintendo does that makes no sense for a worldwide release. But like, there's probably some like thing where that makes sense in Japan because they go on a 3-week something or other. Like, it's just some probably shit that makes sense.
So
over there.
someone I was reading about this online. They said the reason why Pokemon isn't done this way is because they don't want people like duping Pokemon, cloning, and then everyone's like, fucking people clone them anyway. Like, there's so many ways around it that aren't this anyway. So like, you're just making it difficult for the people that aren't doing that. Like, and it's like the drug war. Like, people are still going to do this illegally. Like, you're just making it difficult for all of the legal people like that are just using it. And Animal Crossing, people don't talk about this enough. Fucking heinous that you can only have one village per console. So like there are families where like, oh, I want to make my own village. Fuck you. You need a second Switch to do that. Like, come on. That's shitty. The fucking GameCube could do that. You just had to have a different memory card. Like, anyway. I'm done. Fucking Nintendo, man. Fucking $500 in this fucking thing. God damn it.
Yep.
But I was gonna buy one anyway, and that's one less swap laptop I can buy.
Is one less? Well, depends on the price. So 2.
I could get 2 or 3. Yeah.
All right, John, get off a swap. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.